Pennsylvania at this hour has a new Speaker of the House, and it was a surprise to a lot of people this afternoon. News 8's Tom Lehman is following this story. He's live from the Capitol with what happened. Tom?
Brian, the new Speaker of the House here in Pennsylvania is Representative Mark Rozzi of Berks County. He was elected a Democrat. However, he has said that he will not caucus with Democrats or Republicans. Just a little bit ago here at the Capitol, Rozzi took to the rostrum and was sworn in as the new Speaker of the House. And Rozzi was able to beat out a challenge from a Republican representative who was also running for Speaker of the House after he was nominated by members of his own party and also seconded for that potential election vote. However, at the end of the day, Rozzi has won with 115 votes, and he pledged that he will be the first independent Speaker of the House in Pennsylvania.
I pledge my allegiance and my loyalty to no interest in this building, to no interest in our politics. I pledge my loyalty to the people of the Commonwealth, the people who are tired of the hyper-partisanship from both parties.
Rozzi's commitment to not continuing to serve as a Democrat was what won him over in the eyes of Republican leader Brian Cutler, as well as some of the other Republicans who supported him, saying that they believe by him being an independent, it is going to help bring balance to this chamber that is essentially just 2 or 3 votes away from one party being in the majority, which would be the Republicans at 101 people sworn in today, compared to Democrats who now have 98 members, but with Rozzi, an independent now, being in charge of the chamber. A lot to unpack here, but for now, we'll wrap it up right here. Reporting live in Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.